The dead man cometh!
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making his way to the ring from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds.
A chill has befallen the entire arena as the Phenom makes his way toward the ring to continue his quarter century of taking souls and digging holes for WWE superstars.
I can't imagine what it must be like to be inside the ring and watch The Undertaker slowly walk toward battle. The thing about Undertaker, he just continues to get better with age.
It defies logic, it defies the mind. The dead man continues to rise and redefine himself and what it means to be a WWE superstar.
Who will lay claim to becoming the next victim of The Undertaker?
Chad Gable, big opportunity here tonight.
And his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Minnesota native has scratched and clawed for everything he's earned in his life. Represented the United States in the Olympics, former tag team champion on multiple occasions. Chad Gable is ready to do big things on the big stage.
I look for Chad Gable to kick things off with incredible offense. Gable's trademarks include submission holds, airstrikes, and devastating German suplexes. Oh, what a slam. Chad Gable not looking so good.
But he's not appearing too worse for wear, at least not yet anyway.
Man.
Looking to lock it in here. Is he done? Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Oh.
And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick. Nailed it. Boom!
Chad Gable is being outworked here tonight. Where do you think he should go from here? He came into this match looking for a fight, and it looks like he found one.
He's not looking like himself right now, and I hate to say it, but this might be the beginning of the end for him here. Gentlemen, I think we can all agree that we've seen some pretty special moments over the years. But for me, few were more special than getting the opportunity to call the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match back in October of 2016.
Ooh, what impact. Oh, he turns it around. Recalling that first ever women's Hell in a Cell match, I gotta say, the ovation Sasha Banks received...
Going for the run!
Choke slam!
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
As we all know, Hell in a Cell matches tend to deteriorate once the competitors leave the confines of the ring.
Quick thinking to avoid that one.
Real quick, let's remind everybody that there are no rules inside a Hell in a Cell, meaning the referee's sole job in this match is to call for the bell following a 3 count or submission.
He might have it.
You gotta believe this one's over. That might be all she wrote for Chad Gable.
Chad Gable is in position.
Just as important as Byron's point about there being no rules inside the cell, the same holds true for outside the structure. As we've seen many times in the past, superstars don't always stay within the cell.
No, they don't, Cole. In fact, a lot of times you'll see them competing on top of the cell of all places. Undertaker should get his head into the match instead of trying to get in other people's heads. The Undertaker is the most powerful being in the history of sports entertainment. The world stood in shock at WrestleMania 30 when the Phenom's undefeated streak at WrestleMania was broken by Brock Lesnar. But somehow, after that crushing defeat, The Undertaker returned to WWE stronger than ever.
I was calling the action at WrestleMania 30 and was just as stunned as everyone watching around the world when The Undertaker's streak came to a chilling end. It's amazing how The Undertaker's spirit became even more powerful following the loss to Brock Lesnar.
I think those are two things we never thought we'd see. One was the streak being broken, and two, if it were to be broken, that somehow the Phenom would return more powerful than we've ever seen him.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, there is no greater thrill than being at the announce desk for a Hell in a Cell match. Suplex.
Detroit has had the reputation for being an electric crowd, and the fans here in attendance tonight are indeed no different.
You know, I'm a little surprised, Corey, to hear you talk about the thrill of announcing a Hell in a Cell match, considering you were there when Shane McMahon shattered the announce desk at Hell in a Cell 2017.
I was there too, Michael, and I'll tell you, I will never look at Hell in a Cell matches the same after that.
You were?
The Undertaker has been a boxing and mixed martial arts enthusiast for decades. You can see the influence those disciplines have had on the Phenom in the way he pummels his opponents when he's competing in a WWE ring. It's difficult to choose which is more lethal, the dead man's strikes or his submission moves.
The Phenom has been seen in the crowd at many high-profile championship matches in boxing and mixed martial arts. It was in the early 2000s when Undertaker began to incorporate elements of the sweet science in the octagon into his offensive arsenal.
Yeah, as if The Undertaker wasn't intimidating enough. You know someone has a passion for fighting styles when they go from watching it on television and going to events to actually training in those disciplines. I'm happy to be sitting right here. Thank you very much.
Oof.
Right to the back. Speed, power, coordination, and balance. All of these things are required for Chad Gable to execute grand amplitude. Once the Olympian drops you on the canvas and bridges into a pinfall, there's no escape.
Call your friends, let them know what's going on right now in this awesome match. Just like you mentioned earlier, Corey, Chad Gable utilizes all of his athletic tools to drop an opponent with grand amplitude. Thanks to Gable's incredible technique, once he gets that bridge in place, the match is over.
We talk a lot about Chad Gable's amateur background. One of the ways that background makes grand amplitude even more dangerous as a finisher is because Gable can get an opponent into it from so many different situations.
This might be it.
Oh my!
He's too quick for him there.
I think Undertaker's opponent's about to take his last ride.
Oh my God!
Here's his moment, Michael.
Let's take a look at the replay.
That's highlight reel material right there.
Guys, I think it needs to be said that yes, while we all are enjoying watching this match, you cannot deny the real Oh my goodness!
Tombstone.
This one is over.
The Undertaker gets the win. That had to be one of the matches of the year. Let's take another look at some of the action.
I'm not easily impressed, but even I thought that match was one of the best I've seen in a while.
Check this out.
I'm not easily impressed, but that was one of the most entertaining matches I've had the pleasure to see in a while.
Here is your winner, The Undertaker.
Big pinfall victory here tonight.
There's nothing more pure than picking up a win in a good old-fashioned one-on-one fight.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And what an epic Hell in a Cell match we just witnessed.